Hello everybody, my name is Mason from Mason Zero ASMR, and today, first of all, I hope you're all doing very well, but today I have a desire to talk about something a bit more serious than usual. I'm not really sure what brought this on or really what I would summarize this topic as, but I guess it's just kind of about me, my thoughts on everything, in a sense, this community, but also my interaction with communities and people in general. Yeah, anyways, hard to summarize, but so I'll try to just get into it. I think the first part of it is just the way that I interact with people, and I think is something that a lot of people feel like, particularly people like myself that aren't always the most outgoing. Typically I've been relatively introverted, and I've heard this from other people who are somewhat introverted, which is essentially when it comes to friends and acquaintances and friendships, there are a lot of great people out there that we call our friends, but we get the impression that unless we engage with them first, strike up a conversation, invite them out, do something, they will not reach out to us. And I feel this strongly. I firmly believe that if I did not reach out to people myself, I would have almost no friends. Because historically, many people that I consider friends have never bothered to contact me, for the most part. There's certain occasions, but just like a random day, I will not get a text from any friends. There are friends that I think this is the main problem, especially since college. It's been 4 years since I graduated now, a bit over 4 years, and outside of a couple main friends, every single friend that I had in college I have not had an actual conversation with since then. I think there are, outside of my core main friend group, there's really only a couple people. And I hate that, because the way that it makes me feel is that I am inadequate. Either I'm not interesting enough, I'm not kind enough, I'm not funny enough, I'm not enough. I feel like especially when it comes to being friends with very outgoing people, I feel like if they enjoyed being around me, they would have no problem sending me a message out of the blue, wanting to talk and hang out. So that begs the question, am I not good enough for them? Is there something that I am missing? And, throughout this video, I might try, or it might sound like I'm putting the blame on other people, but I think really the blame only lies in myself. I think in this case it is something that I and my fellow introverts, I assume, am doing incorrectly or not enough. Where do I go from here? I guess I'll start, even in high school. I had so many friends in high school. It helped that, I get to see them all almost every day. That's about the one thing I miss from back in those days. But even then, I rarely hung out with friends outside of school. And there were a select few that I did, but many people I never did or didn't until my last year of high school. I don't know why that was. I didn't reach out to them, but they didn't reach out to me. And it goes both ways. It's a two-way street. And that, I think really the crux of the issue is something that my wife and I talk about all the time with certain people that we know, is that we invite people on things, we strike up conversations all this stuff multiple times in a row, but they do not reciprocate. And that just doesn't feel good. Like, why is it up to us to engage, to invite, to strike up a conversation? When is this other person going to show that they care about our friendship and, engage in something? So, that's the main thing with me. So that was high school, and then it extended into college, especially my freshman year of college. There were many nights where, especially on weekends specifically, where my roommate would be out doing something with friends, and I was good friends with my roommate. Some of my other close friends would be out doing something, and they wouldn't invite me along, they wouldn't tell me what they're doing, and I would be in my room alone doing nothing. I would spend a lot of time with my door open, just hoping that someone would come by and say hi. I put my dorm room address on Facebook because I just wanted someone to show that they cared. And I thought maybe if I put my dorm room number on my Facebook, someone that I know from college will come by and say hi. That never happened, but there's still so many times from college where someone did sort of make the first move, or they went out of their way to come say hi or talk to me, and those memories stick with me so hard because so many people didn't do that. So there were so many nights that I was alone, just playing video games in my room. And then my second year of college, I made it a vow for that to never happen. And for the most part, it didn't. I was good friends with my roommate that year, and we did a lot of things together. So that was helpful. But also, I went to parties all the time. I would go out to school events, because we had a lot of events on weekend nights to keep kids away from parties. I would do so many things. I performed music, guitars back here, multiple times, which I hadn't done since high school. I did so many things that year, and there were a multitude of reasons for that, but one of those reasons was because I didn't want to do things. I didn't want to do nothing on my weekend nights, for example, or any nights. I vowed I wouldn't let that happen again. Did it help with friendships? No, but did it help me mentally? Maybe. It was a different kind of feeling then, because I'd be at a party that I went to alone, and there'd be no one there to talk to. But that wasn't all of it. Some of my favorite memories are a friend of mine who had several parties at his house that year and invited me to all of them, and they were so much fun. And I made, I met people, and it was just everything about it was fun. But there was a hollowness to some of it. And then now that we're adults, have jobs, don't see our friends every day, and especially me, I'm a freelancer and I work at home most of the time, so I can't just go into the office and make friends. I've almost never had friends in the office. In fact, I only have really one friend that I've made, who's still my friend from working in an office, and I see him almost every week because we work together right now on a project. But those people are rare. So now I want to bring all that, now that I've said that, into ASMR, into my relationship with my channel and everything like that. I'll start off by saying that all these things are no different now in relationship to my channel and everything. There are some amazing ASMR creators out there, some of which I've been fortunate enough to have conversations with and talk to, but I am shocked by how few friends I have, I guess. Oh no, I don't mean this to sound rude or mean or against anyone, and I'm fully aware that I need to be part of the reaching out, but there is a little bit of it going both ways. For example, recently, a month or two ago, actually it's probably been a few months now, I reached out to between 8 and 12 ASMR creators about a collaboration video. All I needed from them was a short 30-second audio clip that I person sent in their parts. The rest said they would do it, and I never heard from them again. And I know that's not necessarily something personally against me. I'm not taking that super personally. I know that people are busy, people forget. Not everyone writes things down. I get it. But, you have to understand that when that happens, I can't help but feel that it is a little personal. Like, oh, Mason Zero ASMR, like, whatever, he's just that random guy. He's not doing anything special. He's not that interesting. He's not that funny. Whatever. So, I don't know. That being said, I do have a small selection of people that I quite enjoy talking to, and that I do get a chance to talk to frequently. Even one that I've hung out with in real life, which is excellent. So I appreciate all of you, and hopefully you know who you are. And there's a lot of things about my channel that my channel and my Twitter and whatnot, that I'm not 100% happy with. And I could complain about them, but I don't want it to come across the wrong way. Like, I've seen channels skyrocket in popularity, whereas I've been at this for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in October. And I have 950 subscribers. I haven't even reached 1,000. Whereas I've seen people grow to 20,000 basically overnight. And, there's a lot of factors that go into that. And I've gotten feedback on some of my videos. I've gone through various phases where my videos have been not great or kind of low effort. And even though I've only done one video per week, and I think back a while ago, a couple years ago, I did 2 a week. Even then I felt like I was too busy to really make a video that was super quality. Sometimes it would be subpar. And I've tried to make every video since then, in the last couple of years. Something that I am proud of, and for the most part, I have succeeded in that, except for the rare occurrence of a subpar video. I keep my videos similar. I don't do complicated role plays with wigs and makeup and things like that, and green screens. I enjoy watching those things, and obviously people enjoy watching them, but I personally don't really care about making a video like that. I prefer something similar. But I also get that comes across as laziness, not being willing to put in the time, money, or effort into making a quality video. But that isn't the thought process I have. I just like doing similar things, like opening a pack of magic cards on my table. Different things for different people, I guess. Where do I want to go from here? I'm kind of rambling at this point, which I guess is fine. Anyway, so I feel like my subscriber count is low despite the time and effort I've spent grinding on this channel, but I don't want it to come across as complaining. I am okay with my numbers, even though I am a marketing person and I'm obsessed with numbers and results and subscriber counts. I try not to let that happen. I have a hard time because I treat every project, every personal project I do as a business, sort of, as a way to make money, promote things, whatever. I have multiple channels, and all of them I try to treat like a business to a certain extent. And this channel is no different, but I try to keep it more personal. This channel did make some money before YouTube changed their monetization requirements, but that's been several years now. But anyways, I don't mind about the subscriber count. Obviously, I would love for it to be higher, but I don't care. In fact, I could have 100 subscribers, but there's something else that I do care about, and that's interaction. And that kind of goes back to the whole focus of this issue of friends and talking and engaging. It's similar, which is basically a comment on one of my videos means so much to me, so much more than a subscriber and a subscription does. Even if it's just a person saying, wow, great video, that means a lot. And an opportunity to have a conversation with someone in my comments is even better. I want to know that the videos I'm doing are impacting people, and I think that's one of the reasons that my quality suffered for a while a couple years ago, because I didn't know. I didn't have any comments, I didn't have any feedback. I was getting subscribers, but I had no benchmark or feedback to tell me how I was doing. So I was really kind of unaware until I think I may have specifically asked for feedback, and one of my more loyal, at least at the time, subscribers, gave me the brutal honesty, which I extremely appreciated. And I tried to turn the channel around from there. But, yeah, any comment, I appreciate every single thing I post on my Mason Zero ASMR Twitter. I am hoping to get a response, not so I can promote things, not so I can grow my channel, but just so I can get a conversation going, and to know that people are seeing the things that I'm doing. There's a certain amount of making these videos that's a creative outlet or an emotional outlet or something, which there is an aspect to that, but more than anything, I want people to see it. And especially since it's ASMR, I want people to see it because it's designed to help them. Help with sleep and relaxation and depression and everything like that. So I don't want to make a video that gets 50 views, because that means that it's not helping anyone. And I think a lot of you can understand that, even if we try not to be number obsessed, it still sucks when that happens to a video. And if I scroll through my hundreds of videos that I've made, one per week for the most part, most of them don't even have 100 views. And I get that some of them aren't that interesting, or whatever. I spent a while where my thumbnails didn't really look like ASMR thumbnails. There's a lot of reasons that someone may or may not click on my video. But, it sucks. We all put time and effort into these, and it doesn't feel good, even if we try not to care about the numbers, when a video performs poorly. So, to summarize, I am an introvert to an extent. I want friendship to be a two-way street. I want to be able to reach out to people and talk to them, and I want people to reach out to me. And I don't always want to be the person that initiates that, because I am a bit of an introvert. I want someone to like me enough to think I'm interesting, kind, or funny enough to reach out to me, even if I don't reach out to them. And that's a personal thing. I obviously need to self-improve and be a better person that people enjoy being around. There are certain friends that I appreciate enough that if they don't reach out to me, I will keep reaching out to them. And I want to be one of those people that people want to spend time with and reach out to. So, I'm working on it. I'm 26, which may seem old, may seem young, depending on who you are, but there's still time to change. A lot of my most formative years are behind me, but I like to think that my personality is not set in stone. Things can change. And I want to be a more likable person that brings joy into people's lives, not only through ASMR, but through everything else. And I want to be a good friend to people, and I like to think that I am, or I at least try to be. I'm not afraid to have a conversation about anything. I'm not afraid to do favors for people. I've done so many favors for people that I care about without reciprocation, because I want to. Literally, people that I'm not friends with yesterday, on Facebook Marketplace, I have a posting up there for building custom PCs, and basically I put together a build idea, and then a person approves it, and then I buy the parts, and then I assemble it and deliver it to them, and then they pay me back for the parts as well as like a $50 fee on top of it. So I was to someone the other day who was considering getting a PC built by me, but in the meantime, he said, "Hey, I have a friend with a PC, and he wants a new hard drive installed. Would you be able to get one and install it?" And I said, "Sure. I'm not going to charge a fee for it. I'm just going to buy the hard drive, install it. You pay me back for the hard drive." Because it's a simple process. And, that paid off. He was a cool guy, and he didn't have change, so he just gave me $50 instead of the $45 that the drive cost. I offered to get some change. He said, "Nah, keep it, it's fine." But, I was willing to do that for free, because it's not a big deal, and I just want to make people happy. Sometimes I'm not always the most receptive or sensitive guy, but I've spent a lot of time, especially in younger days, talking to people with depression, suicidal thoughts. I'm no stranger to those types of conversations. Those aren't easy conversations to have, but I think I do okay, despite the semi-true stereotypes of guys not really being great at talking about those things. But, I've been there. I understand. And, at the end of the day, I just want all of you guys watching this to know I'm here for you. If you need a friend, if you need someone to talk to, if you need a favor done, don't be afraid to reach out to me on Twitter or here or wherever and talk. You will not be inconveniencing me. You will not be wasting my time. I have time for you. I am here to relax you and help you sleep. And I definitely don't mind being a resource for anything else you want to talk about. I think that is all I'm going to say, or I'm going to start rambling on about more random stuff, but basically, I'm not trying to ask for anything in this video. I just want to let you know my thought process, how my brain thinks. I'm not asking for pity. I don't want your friendship out of pity. I want to let you know that I realize that people don't reach out to me, and that I obviously need to improve myself in order to be someone that people, think of first when they need a friend. So, here is to improving. It's the middle of 2019, so it's not quite a New Year's resolution, but, it's a resolution to be better. I want to always be improving, and I don't know if I've been doing that lately, so here's to being a better person, being a better friend, and just being better. So, thank you all for watching this and hearing me out, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, or night, or whatever it is.